Hello friends, and welcome to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clearissa. Today's video is going to be a medicinal prepper. That's what I'm calling it. And what I'm doing is going through my medications and Band-Aids and that sort of thing, making sure that I have everything that we need and placing them all in one basket, and I'm going to maintain them in my guest bathroom. Now, I don't have everything down here because I am doing it in my kitchen and I don't want to bring everything down. So when I get to something that I have already prepped and I know that I have a lot of, I will let you know that. I am also going to be making a list of things that I think that I need to purchase for my medicinal prepping. So, come on in and let's prep. So we're going to start here with something that was difficult to find, but I have it now, and that's actual alcohol, rubbing alcohol, the clear. I did find it, and I do have, not this size, not this large, I have the one a little smaller, and I have about 8 of those upstairs in the cabinet, so I'm stocked on the alcohol. I also have this large peroxide. However, I only have one other small one, so I think I need a couple of more peroxides. So I'm going to put that on my list. Okay, this is something that a friend has given me because you guys have heard me say how allergic I am to everything. So she was, I think she was in Belize, and she found this, no, she was in Aruba because it says so right here. It's Aruba Aloe, and it's a cooling gel, like if you get stung by a bee or if you break out in hives like I do sometimes, or any type of bite or itch. And this stuff is really good. I've used it sparingly because I'm not going to Aruba anytime soon, but it really, really works. I'm going to check online and see if I can order it. And if I do find it, I'll leave a link in the comments below because this stuff is really, really good. And it's called Aruba Aloe, and it's a gel. So that's in my stash. I have one box of unopened Robitussin, and I have another in the refrigerator that's where we keep the one after we open it. So I don't know. I may get another one of these too. Let's put that on the list. Okay. I also have a chloroseptic. I only have one. We don't suffer with sore throats that often, but I understand that it's good. It's a good relief, again, if you get a bite or an itch or a cut. So I'm going to put one more of this on my list because this is the only one I have. Now understand, guys, let me preface this by saying I haven't tried this on a cut or anything. I just read it somewhere. So before you use it for that, please do your research, okay? Now, I have so much cold and flu stuff. Where do I start? I have 2 of the Tylenol cold relief. Well, one is cold and one is sinus, cold, and cough. So they're all in pill form. Both boxes are complete. This one I think may be missing one. Yeah. And this box is not open. Oh, yes it is. It's open and missing. Hold on. But it may be only missing one as well. So, don't need any more of that. I also have an abundance because it works and I use it a lot. We both do. Alka-Seltzer Plus cold. I have it in the Plop Plop Fizz Fizz kind. This one is cold and flu. This one is just cold. These 2 are cold, and this has day and night in it, and so does this one. So I have 2 of those. I don't think I need any more of those because I also have a large box of the same thing. So what I think I'm going to do is combine them so that I'm not taking up so much space. And I think I will combine them in the big box because okay, that one's different. This is the day and night. And this is the day and night. And this one is separated on the inside of the box for day and night. So I think I'll put these in with this. So this is day. And my preference, instead of the ones that you mix with like a tea, I prefer the Pop Pop Fizz Fizz. But I have both. So to save space, and I hope I'm doing the right thing, because sometimes Orlando will go in and take a peek, and if he only sees one box, now that he knows I'm prepping, he may buy more. So I have to remember to tell him that 3 boxes are in this box. And we have these 2 here as well. And I'm not mixing these because these don't say day or night. So I'm assuming that they are night. But I don't want to mix them, so well, maybe I can combine these 2. I'll get rid of this old box here. Put these in the new box. The only difference is one says orange flavor. So condensing. Here we go. And I will tape this when I get upstairs. So that's that. I found this at a drugstore. The bottom was out of this because it hasn't been used. And this is something from my childhood. If you're not from the South, you may not know about this. But my grandma and my mother, and it is the worst. Probably that's why it's not open. But when I saw it, it did remind me of my childhood. And I do know that it worked when I was a kid. It's called 3 6s, which is not a good name. If you know what I mean. I won't go any further, but if you know what I mean. And it tastes horrible. But it really does relieve congestion and helps with the colds. And when I saw it, I was like, they still make that stuff? Wow. It says new improved taste. I haven't tasted it, like I said, and I don't know. I'm feeling kind of funny now that I look at the name on it, but my grandma, who was a very staunch Christian, used to give it to me as a kid, and it did work. And my mom used to give it to me as well. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that name. Let me say that if you find it and if you try it, it will work, or it did used to work. But the taste, I don't know about this new and improved taste, is horrible. My grandma and my mom used to either mix it in water or orange juice. Didn't help a bit with the flavor, but it did make me feel better. So I have that in my stash, and I'm not buying another one, even if I find it again. Okay, I have Pepto-Bismol. I have 2 of those, so I think I'm okay. I have, ooh, this is light. I need another. This is a Benadryl Liquid that you can rub on anytime you're itchy or you have a bite or something. And this is great. You don't have to actually take the Benadryl, because Benadryl makes me sleepy. So I need to write this down. Liquid Benadryl. Okay, because that's kind of light. I have a full Bayer aspirin because we don't really use it. I have a full Icy Hot in case someone pulls a muscle or something. One of those. What do you think? You think I need another? Leave me a comment below if you think I need to add to that. I've told you about the stomach relief. I have 1 Mucinex, and we do use this, so I need a new one. Yeah, we prepare for colds and flu around here, and I started doing that when I lived alone. Because when you live alone, it never fails. You get sick, you're home alone, and you don't feel like going out to get anything. So I tried to keep my stash kind of stocked for that reason. And Orlando and I still do it because when you're sick, you still don't feel like going out to get anything. But sometimes he overbuys a little bit, and that's why I ended up with 3 Theraflus. It's okay. I'm glad to have it in case of a pinch, but I prefer Alka-Seltzer Plus. But I have 3 Theraflus, not going to buy another. I have ibuprofen, the over-the-counter kind and the doctor prescribed kind, which is the 800 milligram. Orlando got that when he had his knee replacement. I'm keeping it. You never know. I have 1 NyQuil. It's almost a full bottle. Don't think I need another with all the Alka-Seltzer Plus, but I'll put it down with a question mark. Don't really like it either. It knocks me out. What is this? Turpentine. I don't know why I have this. Maybe this is something Orlando bought when his knee was in pain. So I won't be buying another one of those, but I'm not throwing it out because it's probably his. I have a Panalogistic. Oh, it's another one for pain of the knee, elbows, arthritic pain. And I think he was using this before his knee replacement. And of course, I have Band-Aids and tape. I just saw that over here. Yeah. Tape. There should be some gauze in here as well. And I just put all of that in a plastic bag so that you just have to grab your bag. I have all sizes of Band-Aids in here. Regular size, large size, baby boo-boos. But I don't see the gauze. Are we out of that? I may need to pick some gauze and tape up. Put that on my list, just in case someone is injured. So that's my bag of Band-Aids and that kind of thing. Something else that we don't have, or I don't have, I mentioned it the other night, and Orlando says he has 2 or 3. So, I'm going to get his and put them with this. So I'm going to put them on my list, and that is Ace Bandages. I don't have any of those in this. So he probably has that in the closet somewhere. We have eardrops. I don't know why. Oh, my grandson. But I'll keep them just in case. And we also have a blood pressure monitor. Neither of us have high blood pressure, but I thought it was nice to have. So we have those. We also have a glucose monitor. I didn't bring it down. It's upstairs. And I think that is it. Oh, there's a Vicks in here too. A Vicks Vapor Rub. Doesn't hurt to keep a Vicks around, right? You remember these as a kid as well? I do. Brings back memories. Okay, guys. So, oh, and vitamins. We're stocking up on because we do take. We each take one a day. He for men, me for women. We each take vitamin C. We each take a calcium, magnesium, zinc, and we also each take what is it? I didn't bring it down. And airborne. And we didn't used to do that, but we're doing that now since the pandemic. So I need to get more airborne. And 1 a day for both of us. And that's my stash. So I am going to keep it all in this basket. I'm going to clean it out because this is what everything was in. It needs to look clean in this basket. And I maintain it underneath the sink in my guest bathroom. So that's why I brought it down here, so that I could, you know, spread it out and let you guys see where we've started, and so I could make a list of things that I need. So if you are prepping, make sure you get your medicinals in order as well. They will be a necessity. And if you keep something around that I didn't mention here, please leave it in the comments below so that I could add it to my list. It may be something that we need as well. There are other cough syrups, I know. Let me check, hold on. Yeah, I do have another Robitussin and a doctor prescribed cough medicine when I had bronchitis in 2020. So they're refrigerated. And I think that's all about that we have. We don't take a lot of meds. We do keep a lot of cold meds around, and we're stocked on what I think is going to be important are the antiseptics. So I think we're doing pretty good, and I do have a little list to pick up. So with that said, guys, I hope that you are, even if you're not prepping, I hope that you're stocking up. You know, like I said, if you're not feeling well, you really don't feel like going out to the store to pick up anything. So it's nice to have it in the house, and I was doing this even before the pandemic. And you know, so much is going on right now. You just need to have your home in order so that you will be, let's say, covered if something big happens. Okay, so do that for you, do it for me, for you. Okay, so guys, that's it. That's my medicinal prep. And with that said, if you're new here, why don't you hit that subscribe button below? Once you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified of all upcoming content. It's a lifestyle channel, and we cover everything from prepping, shopping hauls, cooking, cleaning, organization, and seasonal decor. So stick around. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If you're one of my new subbies, you know how I feel about you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're going on this journey with us, and I hope that you will become one of my ride or dies. And for my ride or dies, I love you. I love you. I love you. So guys, I want to remind you and encourage you and inspire you to find something today in your life that brings you joy. People and the world can take away your happiness. Nothing and no one can take away your inner joy. Find something today that gives you that joy. And with that said, I'm going to leave you the way that I always do, with lots of love, with hugs and blessings. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Guys, I had to come back because I forgot two things that I think are very important. And I wanted to remind you to put these in your stash. So even though the video is over, I had to come back. It's important to me that you get this. Make sure you have a thermometer. We have this one, it's the old-fashioned kind. I'm adding one to my list because I want one of the ones that you know, that they're using now that you can just put to your head, that you don't have to put in your mouth. But make sure you have a thermometer. I'm adding a new one to my list. And make sure that you have Q-tips. This is one small box, but I have 3 others upstairs, and I am going to get even more. These will come in handy for lots of things if there's ever an emergency. And I had to pop back in and remind you guys about those things. I didn't want to leave those out, okay? And I think that's it. I don't think I've left anything out, okay? I just want you guys to be safe and to have what you need. Bye-bye.
I tried so hard to let go, writing poetry and rhymes just to get you off my mind. It's either yes or